For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 1 of Football Manager 2018 here on the Chesnoy Gaming YouTube channel. Here you'll get segmented highlights of the longer length Twitch streams, so to ensure you don't miss out on any content, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel too to make sure you get notified whenever a video goes live. There'll be probably 25 to 45 minute chunks from the 2 to 3 hour live streams, and they'll go up hopefully every morning, or at least every morning as long as I have content to be able to bring to you. If you want to watch the live streams live and in their full length entirety, then follow the link in the description to my Twitch channel where you'll be able to do just that. I'm going to divert my attention now to my Twitch chat and we'll concentrate there. I'm going to be starting up the save in this particular episode number 1 and getting things going, get the ball rolling, so to speak. So as always, I will be starting with Cambridge United. That is how I've always done things on Football Manager, and it is how we will continue to do things here. But of course, I'll do multiple saves throughout the year. There is, of course, the FM Creators Cup ongoing as well. Footage of that will come to my channel very soon. The first episode, the introductory episode, went up on the Football Manager YouTube channel on Sunday afternoon. So if you missed that, definitely check that out because it was a lot of fun to record with all of the guys that are involved in it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy watching it as well. I may even do like a reaction video to it to put on the YouTube channel if that's something you might like to see. Let me know in the YouTube comments, let me know in the Twitch chat right now. But yes, let's crack on, shall we? And we will push forward into the career. I'm going to start my my career at Cambridge United. As mentioned, I have added badges, etc. for clubs. I'm using my last year's files though, so kits will be last year's. I haven't yet added in this year's kits, but obviously, as previously mentioned, I will be starting as Cambridge United, but we will do the advanced setup so we can set up with as many leagues as we like. But like I say, this is going to be primarily aimed at my Twitch audience for the time being, and then obviously you guys can enjoy it on YouTube as highlights. So I'm going to divert my attention to them, but like I say, drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, and we will crack on. Right, so I always do German, English. I don't want Spanish. I mean, I don't want Irish. I always do as many leagues as I possibly can. So we have German, Italian, Spanish, English. I always do. Oh, subscription from Man United _ 761110. Thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the family. We always throw in Scotland as well, and I also tend to throw in France too. Although I'm not really too sure why I throw in France, because there's only a couple of clubs I would consider going to. But considering the level at which we'll be starting, it doesn't necessarily matter because I'd probably take any Liga job starting at Cambridge United. But obviously I'd like to be at Cambridge as long as possible. Don't add key staff, we won't do that. Do not use, we'll use real fixtures. Henry Stokes resubscribed for 5 months in a row. Thank you very much, Henry. Appreciate that, my man. Welcome back. There's no need to apologise, Foxy. You said my bits before you even mentioned the YouTube intro. There's no need to apologise, mate. I messed up myself afterwards anyway, didn't I? Right. No, not small database. We will go with a large database. 43,250 people. That seems relatively small, doesn't it, for an approximate player count? Oh well. We'll crack on. Start game. Start game. Legu. Who have you guys started with in your first FM18 saves? Let me know in the chat and in the YouTube comments, obviously. I'd like to take Cambridge as high as possible, James, but as is always the case, I'm not that good at Football Manager, so I'll probably get sacked less than 2 seasons in and end up bouncing around from job to job. Because that's normally what happens. But I'll try and take Cambridge as far as I possibly can. If you'd like to subscribe, Hassan, then feel free to follow the link in the chat. Oh, I must have changed it. Is it exclamation mark sub? It is. Obviously, following on Twitch is the same as subscribing on YouTube. Subscribing on Twitch is different. Subscribing on Twitch is a paid service. You started with Servette in the Swiss second tier. It's different, at least. Brian_football just subscribed with his Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you for choosing me for your Twitch Prime subscription. I appreciate that. There are thousands of people you could use your Twitch Prime sub on. I'm honoured that you would choose me. Thank you, mate. I haven't seen Jack McCourt's goal yesterday. No, feel free to tweet me at Colsey. You started at Wolves but got sacked and now you're at Stevenage. Oh. How will I handle dynamics in this game? I have absolutely no idea right now. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. Right. Let me just edit my profile slightly. Nationality we'll set as English because, well, guess what? I'm English. 4-2-3-1 wide is my favourite formation. Responsibilities. Right, this I can do. I want to recruit staff, incoming transfers, outgoing transfers, renew contracts, matches, handle team talks. I don't want to do that. Tunnel interviews and press conferences I'll do. I don't want to do training at all, so I won't do any of that. Staff recruitment, I'll hire and fire the head of youth scout. No, I'll do the chief scout though. First team assistant manager, coaching staff, non-coaching staff. I will all select. Transfers and contracts. Youth team. I don't want to do any of the youth team stuff. I'll leave that to my assistants. And training. I don't want to do any training. Actually, I'll handle offers and contract renewals. But other than that, I'm quite happy. Right. I won't set up any of the social network stuff yet. 11 stone 13, that's what I am in real life, so we'll leave that as that. I don't know what I am height-wise. Hang on. Height conversion. Right. I want feet and inches into centimetres. So 6 foot is 182. And I'm 6'4". So thank you for this subscription. Let me check that in a moment. 4 inches. 182. I'm 192 centimetres-ish, apparently. There we go. Just done a quick calculation. It was a brand new subscription from Bales. Again, another Twitch Prime. Thank you, mate. Welcome to the family. I will update the counter. Hairstyle will leave as is. I'm not going to bother using a photo. I'm quite happy just to leave my jacket as it is. Right, now this is going to be interesting. What do I do with my past experience or managerial style? I'm quite happy to leave that on Continental B. Past experience, I'm not sure what to do. I could say semi-professional footballer, but that's going to majorly affect me. I could say professional footballer local level, so at least they might respect me a little bit more. But it's probably pretty spot on, actually, isn't it? Style. I'll say tactician, not really. Taskmaster, what does that mean? Disciplinarian. I'm not really much of a disciplinarian. Motivator. Apparently morale is very important this year, so I could select motivator. I wouldn't really say I'm that knowledgeable, but motivator might help. Or I could just alternatively select default. Yeah, we'll just leave it as default. Confirm. Start playing. Yes. And we're off. Yes, let's save it, shall we? Don't save game automatically every month, please. And one single file. And file name as Cambridge Limited. Actually, let's just call it save one, because obviously I might change teams. Save one. Save. And it's live. Live. Almost 700 people in here right now. Hello. Nice to see the return of FM has brought some people out the woodwork. Welcome back to the Twitch channel. I do exist still in a live capacity. Are you putting hashtag Ches out already? I've not even started yet. Have a word. Did I even tweet out saying that I was live? I can't remember. I'm going to do it now, though. Hello, text message. Oh, we're over 700 people now. Hello. No, my highest is just under 3,000, Foxy. I think I peaked at 2,900 something. Right. Emails. Yes, I've taken the job, thank you. We'll attend the meeting with you, Jez. Attend? Hello, Dave. Alright, let's start meeting the staff. I'd love to learn more about the club. Kind of already know quite a bit anyway, as they're my team, but never mind. Develop players using the club's youth system. Sure. Don't feel the meeting's required. Happy to judge philosophies. Yeah. Sure, I'll meet... Damien just subscribed. Thank you very much, Damien. Welcome to the Chesnoid family. Enjoy those emoticons. I will add some more emoticons over the course of the next few weeks as I get back into streaming. Okay, thanks for the introduction. Hello, Joe. Right, yeah, it's got to admit, yes, we will do an inter-squad friendly. Okay, set the inter-squad friendly you are. Scheduled for tomorrow. Written report regarding some steam. Yes, please. Would you like me to arrange a meeting with the rest of your staff? Yes, please. I've already done this, I think, in the setup, but we will just check. Don't filter any offers. Right, friendlies. If you could arrange friendlies for me, that'd be great. No, you could do everything. Opposition instructions, good, you can do. Reserve and youth teams, you can do. Yes, that'd be ideal. Team talks, I'll do. Training, you could do everything, because I'm lazy. All the squads, cheers, mate. And then I'll do the rest. Okay, Chris, I'll see you later. Okay, goodbye. Thank you for the bits. They are well fun. What's well fun? Oh, Joe Dunn is Colchester legend. Transfers update. Right, so, oh god, all the bits are coming in, aren't they? All the bits are coming in. We have Carl Halkins in on loan and George Taft in on loan. Currently, Josh Colton's out on loan at Leighton Orient, which is fine. George Taft is a left back, although apparently better at centre back. And Carl Halkins is also a centre back. How many centre backs do you want, Ches? Right, injury update. Uche's out at the minute, but only for 1 to 4 days, which is fine. Uche. He's going to be the main man for us up top this season, I feel. Responsibilities, that's all decided now. A background on Cambridge United. I'll just leave that on screen for you to peruse briefly. I won't go into too much detail with regards to that. I can't remember where I got kits and badges from, to be honest, mate. Because I'm using last year's, so I can't remember that far back, I'm afraid. I apologise. These bits are my best purchase of recent. Right. Report. Here we go. This is what we want to see. Training report. We have lack of quality and depth in goal. Obviously, David Ford is one of the best goalkeepers in the division. Was superb for Portsmouth last year. It's been brilliant for Cambridge this year as well, to be honest. The return of Rory Gaffney, not sure. There's not much great quality and depth outside of the first team amongst the players currently at the club. We have got a lot. We do have a number of players, but the quality and depth isn't necessarily there. Isn't too much to speak of in terms of exciting youth prospects. The squad ranks in the bottom third of the competition for work rate. That's not good. We'll have to work on that. And there is currently a leadership void within the squad. That's not good. Strengths, though. Leon Legg is the best of 5 players able to play at centre-back. Transfer budget, we've got 100k. Oh, that's going to go a long way. Not. Physically strong squad, which is good. Aggressive and committed squad, which is good. If they're aggressive and committed, then you'd have thought if they're committed, their work rate would be higher, but never mind. Bradley Halliday is one of 4 good options at right back. We've got good options in defence, it seems, other than in goal, of course. Wage budget, we've got 1.8k available. That's really not much. The squad has a number of impressive decision makers and a number of impressive, or there is an impressive standard of passing quality amongst the group of players, which is good because you guys know that passing football is the sort of football I like to play. Hey Ben, I'll sub on payday because man has another job now. No worries, mate. No worries at all. Right, squad depth. So in goal, we do have a second option in Dimitar Mitov, who's a 20-year-old Bulgarian, but he's not that good. He's okay, but he's not that good. We might need to look for another goalkeeper. Bradley Halliday is obviously going to be the standout at right back. But other than that, we don't have too many options at right back, although Greg Taylor is decent enough to play at right back. At centre back, we have a lot of options. Leon Legg, Carl Halkins, Greg Taylor, Harry Darling, George Taft. At left back, Greg Taylor, Jake Carroll, George Taft and Harrison Dunk. Although Dunk, I would prefer to play a little bit further forward because obviously he's better at crossing, etc. Although he's got 10 tackling, so he's not that bad. I have seen Suits, James. Yes, I love Suits. Bloxy just subscribed. Thank you very much, mate, with your Twitch Prime. Cheers, pal. In midfield, obviously we don't have Luke Berry anymore. But we do have some other good options in Osadebe, Gary Deegan, Liam O'Neill, Paul Lewis. Bradley Halliday can play in centre mid if needs be. But obviously I'm probably going to lean towards a 4-4-2 to start off with. Probably going to lean towards a 4-4-2. In midfield, obviously Piero Mingoya is probably the best right-sided midfielder that I've got, hands down. I'm not sure what to make of David Amu. In real life, I don't rate him, but in game, he might be pretty decent. Medialito is fantastic on the left. I'm definitely going to be utilising him. And Giovanni Brown is decent at cam. He looks like he's going to be an extremely capable player, to be honest. Hopefully, Giovanni Brown can be good for us. If we do decide to switch to a 4-2-3-1, then Giovanni Brown will be most certainly in that cam role. Jabu Abira is obviously a seasoned goal scorer. Dan Meister with a 7-month resub. Thank you very much, Dan. FM seems are back. Hope. I agree. Jabu Abira, seasoned goal scorer. We'll definitely expect goals from him. Similarly with Uche, not necessarily a seasoned goal scorer, but has great stats. And we'll be using him and Jabo as a pairing. Aziz, I don't know too much about. Great physicals, but I'm not sure about the rest of him. Hasn't got that good a goal scoring record. We'll have to wait and see what happens with him. And then we have youngsters like Matt Foy, who could be okay. Might send him out on loan, and then Giovanni Brown can play up top as well, although more suited to the cam role. But Giovanni Brown, we've got quite a few youngsters that could be pretty decent, to be honest. Could be pretty decent. Stat-wise, nothing to look at just yet. And comparison, etc., we don't need to worry about just yet either. Right, the other introductory advice summary. Make David Ford my vice-captain. I'll do that later. Actually, let's go into the squad now. And let's just quickly... Actually, no, it'll be in tactics, won't it? And let's just quickly do set pieces and... Well, captains first. Leadership. So David Ford can be captain. Actually, no. I will leave Leon Legg as captain. But we'll make David Ford vice-captain instead of Gary Deegan. Yes. And stand-ins... We'll throw Gary Deegan there as a stand-in as well. Other than that, not really going to change much. Right, set piece takers. Corners. Piero will take corners because he has great delivery. We'll throw Harrison Dunk in there as well, although Harrison probably not going to be starting. Free kicks. Again, Piero Mingoya is probably the best free kick taker in the squad. Giovanni Brown's got good free kicks, but probably won't be involved in the starting lineup to start off with. But Piero is going to be heavily involved in almost every single game, so that's not to worry about too much. Throw in penalties. Medi has 14 penalties, Medialito, and we'll just do it in order like that. Actually, George Maris is a decent player. He's going to be a good utility player for us, I think, George. Right, let's actually switch to a 4-4-2. Where are we? Over here. Set formation, 4-4-2. I'd like a deep line playmaker as a supporting role and a ball-winning midfielder in a defensive role. Out wide, actually, with regards to the rest of the roles, I'll do what each player is best suited at. So let me select my first initial off the top of my head starting 11, and we can then adjust like this: defensive, fullback, defend, and get each player best suited to their position. So we'll throw Leon Legg in, obviously. Do I go with Kyle? I'm tempted to go with George Taft. Let's have a look at Kyle Halkins' stats. No, we will go with Kyle. He does look pretty tasty. And then he's going to be better as a stopper, Leon, and a defensive centre-back in Kyle Halkins. Left-back, I'm torn at left-back. I'm really not sure who to use. George Carroll's decent, although Greg Taylor is obviously a good player as well. I could throw Greg in. What's he best at as a defensive fullback? So it looks like we might be slightly more defensive. I don't know. I might throw Jake Carroll in there just because he's slightly more physical. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, on the right-hand side, it's obviously going to be Pierre Mingoya, but we will switch him to a winger. In the midfield, in the centre of midfield, see, this is where I'm torn. I'm not sure, without Luke Berry in the side, I'm not sure what to do with my centre mids. On the left-hand side, we will throw Medialito in, and he can go down as a attacking winger. He's better suited to that role, but we'll leave him at left mid for now. Up top, obviously, it's going to be Uche and Jabo. But we'll set Uche to a target man, because obviously, and Jabo. Oh, Jabo's best suited to a target man as well, apparently. But I don't want two target men, so let's go with a supportive striking role for him. Right, centre mid. Let me have a look at my squad. Let's sort by position. I'm not sure what to do centre mid wise. Gary Deegan is probably going to be my ball-winning midfielder. Probably going to be my ball-winning midfielder, and then Osadebe is going to be. See, in real life, Osadebe is hit or miss, but on FM he has the stats. So I think he might be the man to go alongside Gary Deegan. Although Paul Lewis could be more of a playmaker. Good passing. Ahmed just subscribed. Thank you very much, Ahmed. Another Twitch Prime. A lot of you deciding to use your Twitch Prime subs on me. I appreciate that. There are plenty of other people you could use the Twitch Prime on, so if you to choose me, it's very kind of you. I don't really have that many options at midfield, though, do I? Centre mid. Matt Foy. I'm actually going to drop Matt Foy to the. Actually, let me have a look. Let me have a look at the youth team first, before we do anything like that. We'll go back to the tactics. Right, deep line playmaker. I'm going to go with Paul Lewis. And then the ball-winning midfield, I'm going to go with Gary Deegan. Yeah, Gary Deegan. Matt22590 just subscribed with Twitch Prime as well. All the subscriptions coming in today. Thank you, boys. We'll go with supportive ball-winning midfielder. And then it's just better as an out-and-out attacking central midfielder, so that's fine. Well, I'm happy with that starting 11 right now. But as mentioned in the report, we could do with some more depth, some more quality in depth. But let me have a look at where are my youth teams? Do I even have youth teams? Under 18s, there we go. And we'll sort by reports. Josh Golson's obviously decent. Leon Davis, I will call up to the first team squad. Because obviously if Bradley Halliday has to fill in at centre mid, then I'm going to want Leon Davis there available to fill in at right back. We do have some good prospects in the youth setup right now, but nobody really that leaps out at me. So we'll go back to the squad. We'll sort by positions again. And let me throw some of the youngsters into the under 18s that I'm definitely not going to be using in the first team for now. Harry Darling, he has okay stats, Harry Darling. He's only 17 though. I don't know whether to send him out on loan. I'd be tempted to, with players like George Taft and Greg Taylor already here. Liam O'Neill can obviously play in centre mid as well. David Amu, George Maris. We've got a lot of players that can play in multiple positions, which is very, very handy. I think the first thing I'm going to do is ask for, as we always tend to do, ask for a parent club. We'll actually throw Leon Davies on the bench, and then George Taft can go there as well, because he can play at centre back and left back. And then Greg Taylor can also go on the bench because he can play anywhere in the defence. With regards to midfield, we'll throw Liam O'Neill there, and I want a wide player as well. So we'll go with George Maris, and then my 7th substitute can be Giovanni Brown. And then the rest will select itself, I would have thought. Right, so, board. I always do this in every single save. Do I do it through board meeting? Make a board request. Here we go. Networking. Senior affiliate. That's what we want, isn't it? I'd like a senior affiliate. Good loan players at the cost of their wages. We'd rather the club does not rely on loan players. Ensure it's not overly reliant on. We still have concerns over the... Ah, man, come on. Although we wouldn't usually respond to... I'll start that again. Although we wouldn't usually respond well to a laboured point. Ooh, but hey, Dan's just subscribed again. Thank you very much, Dan. Bidox is subscribed with Twitch Prime. That's obviously not a fresh subscription, but your streak ended whilst I wasn't streaming for like a month. Apologies about that. Yeah, well, they don't normally respond well to a laboured point. Your passion on the issue isn't going unnoticed. So they're granting my request. Cheers, lads. That's good news. Hopefully. Oh, it's all happening. It's all kicking off. AVFTV just subscribed with Twitch Prime as well. Thank you. Right, so at present, fixtures. Come on, brain. There we go, scheduled. We've got Brentford in the Carabao Cup. That's not necessarily fun. It's all kicking off. Smoking Broccoli 1800 just subscribed as well. Thank you. Welcome to the family. Right, who we got at the end of the season? Port Vale, Newport, Cheltenham. Oh my lord! Oh my lord! God is Haim just subscribed as well. Thank you. Shall we continue for the first time? Let's do it. We're up to 122 subs again now. Thank you, lads. We peaked at about 160, I think. Right. Social feed. No, we'll go to my inbox. Expectations review. They want me to reach the playoff. That was what I wasn't sure what they'd want me to do. The board. On my wage budget is 30. Finances. Actually, scouting. That'll show me, won't it? Yeah, my wage budget is 30 or 30. Was that 36 or 38? 34. Well done, Ches. Memory skills of death. £34,500, of which 1.8 thousand is left. We reached the first round of the Carabao Cup. Not a problem, we're already in it. Reach the second round of the FA Cup, that depends heavily on the draw. Playoffs in League 2 will be a stretch, I think, in season number 1. Playoffs in League 2 will be a stretch. But I obviously will try my best. Right, squad dynamics. Squad dynamics is something that's new this year, and I've not encountered it before, so I am going to actually have a quick look through this. I've put together a report of dynamics within the squad in order to keep you informed of relationships and overall happiness in the dressing room. I have been told that players can kind of create partnerships with each other. So whilst two players might not necessarily be the best individually, as a partnership they can play really well together. So say like a right back and a right mid, or a strike partnership, or centre mid partnership, players can actually play better than their stats would necessarily indicate, because of the whole new dynamics thing. I would advise familiarising yourself with the dynamics of the squad before talking to the players in an effort to better understand the hierarchy of the dressing room and the relationships within it. I think that now will be a good time to introduce your players, or introduce yourself to the players, and let them know what you expect from them. So we have a core social group of 8 players. Influential players include Greg Taylor, Jabu Ibiro, Liam O'Neill, Pierre Mingoya, Uche Piazzu, Brad Halliday and Gary Deegan. Secondary group of players... We have a core social group of 8 players. I'm intrigued to see who that is. It is those guys. Bradley Halliday and Greg Taylor could perhaps create quite a partnership. Secondary social B group is the 2 goalkeepers are in there, Mitrov and David Ford. That's good news. Mehdi Alito and George Taft could perhaps create a partnership with a left mid and a left back. Although I'm probably not going to play George Taft at left back because he's not that good at attacking. And then secondary social group B. Okay. Dressing room atmosphere currently is average. Players are currently content and unlikely to take serious issue with anything negative at this time. And managerial support. It's early days and the players are waiting to see the direction in which you take the club. So let's introduce ourselves to the players. Alright lads, I'm Ches. How's it going? You alright? I'll personally introduce myself. Hello, boys! I'm going to passionately say playoffs. And they're all happy with that. Passionately, that's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. Hey! Everybody likes a cheese! Everybody's happy with me. That's good news. We will advance. Yeah, I don't want to set anyone available for the under-18s. Thank you very much, because I want my first team to play against the under-18s. That's not how Dynamics works. Is it not? GG me. Let me know. Nice work, Seb. What are they talking about? By the way, when I eventually work my way through the competition, I look forward to slapping. Here's hoping. Here's hoping he's going to bottle it. Cheers probably has no idea how to delete a link is going to be a good season. Oh, you can't post links in the chat, I'm afraid. If there's something you want to link me, then feel free to tweet me it. Leon Davis is now classed as homegrown. Buzzing. Injury update. Uche is on his way back still. Right, to meet the media. Player development, we will leave for now. Right, hello. You stand here today unveiled as the big fan of the club. Dream must come true. Can't stop smiling. It's a wonderful feeling. Do you feel that ambitions for the club are matched by the chairman? Matched by the chairman. I don't know why I turned into some sort of New York 1920s gangster there. What we talk about with the chairman is private. You've taken an early step. I believe I could be one of them. Yes. What made you take this job? Because it's Cambridge United. New managers often bring the no. There's a good setup here with high quality players and staff. I'll unlikely make changes. Hands-on approach. Every player can approach me with anything. My door is always open. The league is obviously going to be my priority. It's what the fans want. Not prepared to talk about anything in my squad. Widely expected Bradley. I want to keep Bradley Halliday at the club. If you don't mind, I'd like him to stay.